Obamacare becomes Obama tax. That's what we'll talk about today in the lunch video. Hope you had a nice July 4th. Hope you had a chance to look at the history video about the philosophical underpinnings of the Declaration of Independence. It's kind of cool. If you haven't done it yet, go back and look at it. It's very rare that you get a Supreme Court decision on the meaning of political rhetoric. Normally you throw it back and forth and you hope that the voters put their own spin on it. But here we actually have a Supreme Court ruling that says that Obamacare is a tax. In fact, that was the only way that Justice Roberts could find to validate the law and to uphold it, was under the Constitution's power to tax. So Barack Obama's got a big problem now. He pledged as his most seminal act during the election campaign that he would not raise taxes on anybody making less than $200,000 a year. He said it over and over and over again. Now the Wall Street Journal reports that 3/4 of the cost of Obamacare is going to be absorbed by people who make less than $120,000 a year. And a great deal of it will be absorbed by people making $30,000 and $40,000 and $50,000 a year. Here's how it works. If you make, let's say, $40,000 a year, you have to pay on your own, out of your own resources, up to about 7% of your income, about $3,000 for health insurance. And then if your policy costs more than that, the feds will kick in and will help you get it. But you have to pay the first 7% yourself. And if you don't do that, then you have to pay a fine that by 2016 for a family in your income bracket would be about $2,000. So one way or another, people that are making $40,000 a year, I mean, something like $800 a week before taxes, are now going to have to pay upwards of $2,000 to $3,000 for health care courtesy of the federal government. And the IRS is going to be enforcing it. Obama's hiring extra agents to do that. So he squarely now is repudiating his own campaign pledge. Now he can hide behind saying, oh, this is a fine, this is a penalty, this isn't a tax, this is a payment in lieu of health insurance, but the Supreme Court's ruled it's a tax, and it obviously is. Beyond just the definitional issue, the court has really focused attention on the aspect of Obamacare that received the least attention during the debate over its passage. We focused extensively, particularly I did, on the issue of rationing for the elderly, that this would set up a government bureaucracy that would tell the elderly what care they can and can't get, that I think is a form of euthanasia, denying important medication to old people because they're too old and don't have a lot of quality life years remaining. What a horrible phrase. The other focus, of course, was on the overall impact of this on medical costs and on the deficit and on the budget. But relatively little attention was paid to its implications as a tax increase. And here you have this big tax increase squarely hitting Obama's political base, young people and poor people, absolutely singling them out and zeroing in a tax on them. So this makes the tax issue a huge issue. It's a question of character. It undermines Obama's whole case about I'm only taxing the rich. It undermines his accusation that Romney doesn't care about the average person because here he is taxing the living daylights out of the average person. And it really represents a whole new front in the offensive against Obamacare. And bear in mind, that is now really the major issue in this election, very close to the only issue in this election. The courts put it front and center, just like the Dred Scott decision in 1859 made that the major issue in the election of 1860. I'm sorry, 1857 was the Dred Scott, but it made it the major issue in the 1860 election. The court has the capacity to do that, to put something front and center. And we already have been encouraged by the fact that Obama got a little bit of a bump from the court decision. He pulled even in the Rasmussen poll. Now he's 3 behind. And the percentage that favor repeal of the health care law seems to be holding fairly steady in the mid to high 50s, presaging perhaps a 15-point margin of defeat for Obama, because that's the margin by which Obamacare goes down. And of course, the economy continues to get worse. So this is going to be a very exciting, very, I think, fulfilling year. Now listen, we have to get on the air and start re-educating the public about Obamacare. We have to start explaining again to the elderly how this is euthanasia, how it really limits their life and their quality of life. We have to start explaining again to the American people about the health care and deficit issues that are involved. And we have to start publicizing the tax increases that are included in Obamacare. So go to my website and you'll find out what you can do to help. But we really need help to really make this work. Thanks a lot.